it's Saturday now, and the comp has begun. We ran the qualifiers as a 5-on, 5-off format. All the athletes were in isolation, and the open athletes were in ISO, which was in our lab, and they came out when their climb time started, and it was a 5-on, 5-off format, so they had 5 minutes to climb the boulder, and then 5 minutes of rest, and then 5 minutes to climb the next boulder. The 10 climbs total were definitely some of my favorite that we set for the whole comp. They were really, really fun. It was definitely pretty tight to fit 10 boulders in the space. You can see that we've got some black tape around some of the holds. So we opted to do single color boulders to make it a little bit easier to know which holds were yours. And then it was a soft black tape, so you could flag past the black tape, but you couldn't use a hold of another color. It was really great. We had a lot of spectators for qualifiers, which I thought was really great. Oftentimes everyone waits to come to finals, but qualifiers are kind of just as exciting. I mean, the lights are on, which is really the only difference, but the quality of the climbs is great, and the athletes are definitely trying their best. We didn't have any other climbing going on today other than the qualifiers. It was just the qualifiers for the majority of the day. Okay, well, it is the first day of BlocBuster. So today it's Saturday, and it was the qualifier round. It has been going really good. The way we formatted it is that all of the top ranked athletes came out first in the day, which was good for us because we were able to see the strongest first. So our finalists are kind of already confirmed. We're just finishing up with the last climbers now. It's been a long day, but it's honestly been so great. I love watching people on all the boulders and just kind of seeing their beta and seeing, how they like all the climbs. It's also nice to be able to talk to them afterwards and find out what they thought of the round and the climbs. I think for the top end, it was probably a little bit easy for both male and female, but for the bottom, it was almost like too hard. So it's like very hard to set for such a broad range of skills. We did have some ties. There's a 3-way tie for 6th place right now, I believe, and a 2-way tie for 2nd place, which means we might have 9 people going into finals, but it is what it is. It'll work out. Guys, the holds room is low-key a legit disaster. We have not been cleaning up after each day. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work for us next week to kind of clean this all up, but it's all worth it. Tonight, we still have to strip all the qualifiers. I am so sad. I was so happy with how my purple boulder turned out, and it's not going to be up because it's a qualifier. We're taking it down, and then we're not putting it back up afterwards. And that was like one of the climbs I was super excited about, and it's just not going to exist, and I'm not going to get to send it. And I'm shedding a little tear for that moment because I was really excited for that, but it's okay. We have to wait until everyone's done, and then we are gonna go and we're gonna strip all the finals, and then we're gonna put up all the qualifiers. So we still have some time before that happens, and then I actually don't know if we're gonna set finals tonight because all of us are pretty dead. We're like really tired, really burnt out. We saw all the climbers today, so we have ideas for what we wanna tweak, but we might just do it tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll definitely strip qualies today, because at least tomorrow we can start with like a blank wall, but I just don't know if we want to stay until like 9 p.m. tonight. So stay tuned to see if that's part of this day or the next day. So far though, everything's been great. Yeah, so I'm gonna head back out and take some more videos out there in the staff room right now, / holds room. I'm gonna go back out, watch some more climbers, chat with some people, enjoy the rest of the afternoon until we have to strip. Can I take this bucket? Yeah. Okay guys, this is the part of the night where we take down the qualifiers so we can put up finals. I told you guys the holds room was a disaster. It's really hard to get through here, but all the qualifiers are coming down. I won't lie, I didn't send a single one. Not a single one. And I guess I never will, because they don't exist anymore. But yes, we're stripping everything now, trying to move super quick. Luckily, there's nothing else to wash. Everything got washed. Shout out to Tyler, thank you so much. And Michael for washing holds, and obviously the setting team. But going to unload this, go back for more, take it back, getting my steps in now. So here we go. Wall's empty and it's time to put up finals. So these are the climbs that we already set. We're gonna put them up and then probably make some tweaks to make sure that everything is gonna be hard enough for the competitors. So it is now Sunday, you guys, and we decided that we were not going to put up the boulders on Saturday night because honestly we were all just so tired. So we came in on Sunday, which is the day of the scramble and finals, and put up the finals boulders during the time that people were climbing the scramble because the sections were kind of different. And I think I mentioned before that what we did is we basically put tick marks on the holds and the walls so that we knew exactly where to put the holds up. So this is me putting up, I think this was F2, and just basically lining up these holds with the marks on the wall. And our walls here at Climbers Rock are concrete, so finding the tick marks was actually a little bit challenging. If you look at the wall right now, you can kind of see it has a lot of texture and a lot of like different colors. But putting the holds back up was definitely a little bit of a challenge. And then also, we didn't get to spend as much time watching the scramble because we were putting up the climbs for the finals. So I do wish I got some more footage of the scramble, but I was very focused on making sure that I was, keeping up with the team. At this point in the day, the most important part is just to get up the finals boulders as quickly as possible because we still had to forerun them and make sure that everything was going to work out by the time finals came around. I don't know if you guys remember when I told you that it was like double the work to pre-drill concrete and then put a screw in. Well, we are putting up finals again and I thought we could reuse the screw holes, and then I remembered that in concrete you can't really do that, so we gotta pre-drill everything again and put new screws in. So we're putting up finals. Everything's going pretty good. The scramble is on right now and it is really busy, which is super awesome. But yeah, still putting up finals. Time for us to start forerunning a second time. So Tom and I left and came back quickly. We just left so that I could like shower, refresh, have some lunch. And now it is 4 o'clock, which means finals starts in 1 hour. So everyone's getting ready for finals. We're blasting the music. Our MC Tyler's here, which is really awesome. Nickelbrook's coming back soon, and now we're just setting up all the judges' chairs and everything. I don't know if you can hear me. The music is really loud, but I'll turn it around so you can kind of see. But all the scores for the scramble are in. We're going to be announcing the winners of the scramble as well. And then we'll also be giving away a bunch of raffle prizes, which should be really fun. And then spectators are going to come in and they're going to fill up this area. I am luckily a setter, so I get a front row seat, which I'm super psyched about. And yeah, I'm so excited. The work has like kind of ended now, like at least all the physical labor. So I'm very excited to now just be able to enjoy, watch the competitors. They're showing up and going into ISO right now. ISO closes in 30 minutes. So it should be really fun. So let's go and I'll show you guys how things are looking right now. So just to give you guys some context, the format that we're using is the new IFSC format for 2025. So it's a little bit hard to explain, but there were multiple athletes out at once rather than just having one male and one female athlete. And we opted for 4+ instead of 5 minutes. And basically what that means is if an athlete is like jumping on the boulder with 2 seconds left on the clock, they still get to climb as long as they're on the wall before the timer runs out. I think it just makes for a really good show because then there's so much hype around everybody's last attempts, which I think is super great. And I know I mentioned this, but I used to watch the BlocBuster competitions at Climbers Rock, just, as a spectator, and it was always an amazing show. So to be able to have it come back to now my home gym and then not only be like an event organizer but also a route setter, seeing the athletes on climbs that I helped be a part of setting was so amazing. It was such a great, I feel like it was a really big setting milestone for me actually. I don't really want to downplay it because it actually did mean a lot to me that I got to set this competition and be a part of it and watch so many people who, I've kind of not necessarily coached, but just like been around for a long time. Like this is Anthony Mattina, and Tom used to coach him at Aspire when he was really little. So it was really awesome to kind of see a lot of athletes come out. The winner of BlocBuster was actually an OG CR athlete, Ben Agro, which was so iconic. What an amazing opportunity for him to win this competition. So we actually took 8 athletes to finals instead of 6, and what we decided to do for the prize money is split it between all of the finalists. So a portion of the prize purse went to everybody, which is kind of nice because then at least everybody gets to walk away with some cash. It was super amazing to see everyone climb. All the athletes climbed amazing. Shout out to Maddie Richardson, who won the women's category. She's competed in BlocBuster before, and I think this was her first win, so that was really iconic. I mean, she's so strong. Also, shout out to Tyler Norton because he was the MC, and I feel like it just made the event so much more amazing and special to have him as the MC. He has always MC'd BlocBuster, so it was really great to have him back and join for this, and just have the whole community kind of come back and celebrate bringing back this competition. Okay guys, and just like that, BlocBuster is done. The lights are back on, finals is over, we're cleaning everything up, and wow, what an experience. I haven't attended a BlocBuster since 2019, and I remember going to BlocBuster when I was just more of a novice climber, a novice route setter, and I had so much fun, and I feel like I really wanted to be a part of the comp in some way. I never thought I could compete because I never committed myself to competition climbing that much, but maybe setting, and to be able to say that I got to set a BlocBuster, which was very iconic for me when I was starting out, is a very big milestone. So I'm super happy that I got the opportunity to set a BlocBuster. The team was amazing. The climbers were amazing. Everything was so great. I had such an amazing time. It was so much fun, and honestly, just 10 out of 10. Although, yes, it is a lot of work, I feel like all good things take a lot of work and a lot of energy, and it's like art, right? The more you put into it, the more you get out of it, and I feel like I really got a lot out of it. Watching the athletes, just being a part of this community is so important to me and so fantastic. So all in all, great night, super, super fun, and I'm ready to clean up and go home. Thank you to everyone who made BlocBuster happen, the volunteers, the athletes, the setters, the gym, everything, sponsors. It was so much fun, and I would 10 out of 10 do it again. I know it's, again, a lot of work, probably be another year for another one. That's why we only do it once a year, but it was great. And now it's time to clean up and then time to go home. So thank you to everyone, and this is me logging off the last vlog for BlocBuster.